Hey, what's going on? I just platinum Gym Manager on PS5, and I thought I'd give a few tips before I moved on to the next game. Every day, there's a chance that the manager comes across the street, which is what he's doing right now, from that gym, and he makes a wager with you to that he can make more money in the day or whatever. You want to take the wager all the time, especially if you can get the highest tier supplements like I have. You'll have no problem beating his wagers. Um, the other tip when you first start the game, I highly recommend that you use the first 2,000 at the casino. There's a trophy related to this, but also because it'll allow you to get a leg up. You get the $1,500 machine. If you lose, just quit to the main menu and reload. The game only saves when you sleep. So you could do this repeatedly if you so chose. But there's a trophy for winning twice in a row. I would recommend knocking that out, and that'll give you 12,000. Each jackpot is only 6,000. The icons don't matter. It's always 6,000. So there's a trophy tied to that, winning twice in a row. Then these right here, when you're trying to get the trophy for having all the people join your gym, I believe it's tied to these because it popped for me once I got the final ones. So that's something to be mindful of. But I would only do that towards end game. Don't do it early on. It's not really necessary early on. Um, the most important thing that you can be setting your shop up with are going to be the supplements. And the more expensive the supplement, the more money you're going to get. This is the most expensive that it gets, the protein. You want to buy that, you'll easily get to the 100,000 probably within a couple of days. But you want to come over here to this shop right here, which is the tool shop, as you can see on the map, right up there on the north. You get your hammer, your wrench, and your paint brush with the cleaning bots. These will be useful, but these are the shelves that you need. Um, I don't think the size matters. I didn't notice anyway. I could be wrong. I didn't seem to be able to stock anymore on a shelf other than what I was putting on it. Um, there's going to periodically be people that come in and try to do bad. Like, even the gym owner can come in and try to throw trash on your stuff. There'll be a map right here. You should pick that up whenever somebody tries to steal from you, is trying to use your equipment without being a member, is being too loud. Various reasons. You give them a good whack. Don't whack innocents unless you want to be chased by the cops. There is a trophy for escaping the cops, and it's very easy to get that. You'll come over here to the equipment shop where you actually buy new gear. I'll show you on the map. And you just go into one of these corners. If they don't see you go into the shop, for whatever reason, they go to the outside corner and they don't grab you. I did have instances where they did come into the shop, so it is possible, but you can get the trophy by doing that. Because you can only try to unlock this door, which is also a trophy at nighttime, with lockpicks, which are those. And it's basically stop in this area 4 times or the alarm goes off. If the alarm goes off, just run into that corner, watch for the cop to walk away, or let yourself be known and then go into the corner and the cop will try to get you from there, and you'll get the trophy for escaping, or you should at least. Early on, this guy sells cheap equipment, but be mindful his equipment has to be repaired. It is usually pretty damaged. He seems to have a limit of what he offers. Like, he doesn't seem to offer the late end equipment. I mean, I think this rower is the highest I've seen him have, but it seems to be a very rare occurrence regardless. I did end up buying a lot of my endgame gym equipment. Then this is the guy who will try to sneak in and steal stuff from you. So whenever you see this guy, you got to give him a good whack, or he will steal stuff from you or cause a problem. This is the guy where you get the supplements from, the illegal supplements that you can have sell to your customers, or you can have your cashier sell to customers. This is where you buy the lockpicks right here. You can have him sabotage the other gym. You're going to have to do buy bot comments like once, and it'll only have to be the 25 for one of the quests. But you can complete wagers by actually doing a loan from him, and you just have to pay him back whatever he gave you. So this guy is pretty useful. It's this guy on the map right here. There's a trophy for stealing all of the rival gym's equipment. Due to the quests in the game, I would recommend that once you've stolen everything, that you reload the last one. You're gonna need, I believe, 10 days because you can only steal one item a day. But there's a really easy way to do it. At around 2200, come into the guy's gym. If he's not looking, you can do it then and just take something and walk out. The alarm doesn't go off. Nobody sees you. No harm, no foul type of thing. But if he closes the door on you, that's perfectly fine. Once you take the item with the wrench, you can break this glass with the hammer and walk right out, and the alarm will not go off because you were inside when you did it. So that'll make getting that trophy very easy. I don't believe there's any trophies tied to it. Maybe completely upgrading the gym, I don't remember. There's only 15 trophies in the game, though. If it's not necessary, I don't recommend buying the sauna. The sauna is it has an annoying upkeep, and the same could be said for this room. You have to pick this thing up right here for this room, and you have to just keep using the steam gun until it gets to 100%. Then you put it down, but you have to do that on a regular basis. And this one is even more annoying. You at least have to do this once a day, usually about twice a day, where you have to throw water on it, and as you can see the percentages there, you got to do it 4 times to get to 100%. But you also have to throw these rocks on it. It's 24 rocks in a bag. It got annoying. I had wished that I hadn't bought it. You will periodically have to use the wrench to repair your equipment, like so. But be mindful that that does cost you money. Any employees that you have hired will cost you money, or any upgrades like your rent and everything will go up. Electricity, that is also a thing. You are going to have two trophies related to flirting, and they're very simple but annoying. You would just hit this, and all it is picking an option. If she doesn't like it, or he like didn't like that one, okay, so you say okay, then you try again.
Can I buy you a drink?
Didn't like the first one, try the second one. Didn't like that. So the option is the third. And you have to do that several times, so just remember the pattern. You'll eventually get a girlfriend, which is one of the trophies. And once you have the girlfriend, the second trophy is a hidden one. Just give her a good old whack with the baseball bat. Um, if you're trying to steal stuff and you don't want to deal with the door, you're going to have to deal with the door because it's a trophy. But if you don't want to deal with the door just yet, you can actually break the glass, go in, steal something, and get out pretty quick to the point where the cops shouldn't give chase. That's an easy way to get the stuff as well. Anyway, hopefully I didn't forget anything, but if you have any other questions, leave them down below. Keep on gaming.